Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LC with Law Crypto. Thanks for joining me today. So today I have part 2 of Solana. And this is going to be an update because Solana had did some numbers in this month of September. So Solana is ranked number 7. As you can see here, they have a little over 296 billion in circulating supply. And for total supply, they have a little over 488 million. Now, if I go down to the chart, I have a 7-day chart here pulled up, and as you can see, it's looking like it's doing a small downslope. We go back to 14 days, you see it's been declining with some steep momentum, but I want to let you guys know what I'm seeing on the charts, because if I go back to 90 days here, you can see we had a massive run up, and I'm going to let you know a little news that I'm seeing that drove this run up, and I'm also going to explain what I'm seeing here with the downturn and where I think it's going to stop. So first, let me get over to the news, because I think Solana is going to be one of the cryptocurrencies that you want to own for the future. So here's Solana's Twitter page. It's definitely a strong project. They're number 7 on our list. And let me go over to the news. So on September 16th, you see here, mark your star atlas, everything you need to know about the upcoming AAA blockchain game. So this is actually a game that is on the blockchain. Okay, this is what we've been talking about with NFTs. This is what we've been talking about with the future of how things are going to start operating. Things are going to be built on the blockchain and you can actually utilize it. So what they have here is this awesome game. Go in here, check out the trailer. It has some great graphics, and everything that you can access within this game, you can buy and hold on to. It's actually your property. That's what NFTs are for. So what is Star Atlas really? On its face, Star Atlas is an MMO set in the year 2620. The universe has been colonized and balkanized. 3 fractions split control, while somewhere in the deepest, most dangerous sector of space, something extremely valuable lurks. Players can earn in-game currency, and that's the Atlas and POLIS. More on that below. Buy anything from ships to space stations to land and go on missions. So you can buy anything in here that you're actually playing with, all right? Now, this doesn't just stay in game. You can take this home. As people have been buying NFTs and they've been having some massive prices, this is something you can do. You can enjoy your game and you can hold on to your property. So now you see the currency, Atlas and POLIS, and building a metaverse economy. So the whole system is built on Star Atlas 2 tokens. The first, Atlas, is the typical in-game currency. Players can earn Atlas by doing various activities like mining ore and selling it in the in-game market, or even by selling their assets. Almost everything in Star Atlas, from starships to land to mining platforms, is an NFT. So basically, you have a game that you can enjoy and you can actually play and earn NFTs. Like I said in my past videos, I used to play an online game called RuneScape. You do all that mining, you build up your skills as a player, but you can't sell any of that once you come off the game. But now you have other people that's gonna love Star Atlas, and you can actually sell to these people. You can hold on to it like it's art, and then you can sell it later. So this is definitely something I want you guys to keep an eye out for. But now let me give you a price update. Alright, so I have a day chart pulled up here on TradingView for Solana, and as you can see, I've been looking at Solana for a while now. The last thing I had here was a fib retracement of around $57, and we took a little dip down to the 702, and it took a nice bounce off that level. Then what we did here is I did swing high, swing low with a fib extension. And let me just tell you, man, Star Atlas had did some numbers for Solana because it blew past my metrics. On the high end, I had the 2.618 at $165. It surpassed that. It went all the way up here, passing $200. And now what we're seeing is a nice, healthy pullback. So a lot of people out there being worried, but I think this is a healthy pullback. And I'm going to show you a 2-hour chart just to break it down a little further. So yeah, it's been staggering off. For me, it's a healthy pullback, and what I'm going to do is show you a retracement to see what levels I think this is going to be caught at. So boom. All right, so let me get this out of here. I'll move it over. Okay, so as we can see here, we have a 382 that this is bouncing off of currently. So a 382 is one of my strongest support levels. It looked like it's bouncing off of that now. It went through it a little bit. We want to see if this can hold, but if the 382 doesn't hold, I see another buy entry that you can get in around on the 50. So the 50 is going to give us a price of 118, and the 382 is going to give us a price of 140, and it's currently hovering around 146 at the time of this recording. I'll give another price level here. I feel like even if it drops off to the 618, this is still a healthy cryptocurrency, okay? If it comes down to the 618, that's a strong pullback, and I see a lot of buying opportunities if it bounces somewhere within this 50 to the 618 range. So if it comes down to $95 or let's say $100, because $100 is a strong psychological level, if it holds anywhere within that range, I feel like this is a great entry point because I feel like Solana is going to keep doing some numbers to the upside. Now let me show you the chart and some of my indicators. Now what I have here, let me put the stochastics RSI down a little bit. So what I'm seeing here with my trend indicator is we're currently in oversold regions, okay? So with it being in oversold regions, that actually seems like a good buy when I'm typically looking to jump into something. But if you want to hold on because you want to wait to see if this is going to stop bleeding, I completely understand. But what we have here is it did a double bounce right under the oversold regions, okay? Now I want to see if it can get back up here, maybe get over our zero line and do some bounces on top of the zero line. That zero line is going to be a strong indicator that is going back bullish. Until then, it's still in a short-term bear trend. That's going to be a strong indicator once we get back over that zero line. Now let me pull up my stochastics RSI. But the stochastics RSI is showing that after we bounce off this 382, it's now trending back upward. So let me throw a line on here on the 50. All right, so the stochastics RSI is going to give us a lot more signals. So you want to make sure we're going to start doing some bouncing in this region. All right, if we start doing some bounces along this 50 line, I feel like the trend is starting to go back bullish. And if you want to hop in before it does something like go over the zero line, you can also use the stochastics RSI if you're feeling frisky. So let's wait on it. Let's see what we got going on there. But like I said, I think Solana is a great hold for the future because they're doing some great things and they're building a real world case for things that people want to use outside of cryptocurrency. That's always a strong signal. Now I can also do a fib extension so I can see what we're currently doing and where we can possibly go. So let me go to a 4-hour chart just to bring it out a little bit. Okay, there we go. So as of right now, I do not know if the bleeding has stopped, but just for the making of this video, what I'm going to do is do a fib extension just to be on the safe side from swing high. And I'm going to use our 50% retracement as a level to see, hey, if the bleeding hasn't stopped at our 382, maybe it'll slow down at our 50. Now, this is all hypothetical because I usually like to wait until it builds out, but I know a lot of guys are asking me about Solana, so I'm just gonna try to give you something from what I'm seeing currently. And also, let me show you something. We're currently trading underneath our baseline. So if they want to get back bullish and you're waiting for signs to buy, we need to cross back over that baseline and start to hold above the baseline. As you can see here, after we came off a huge tear to the upside, we broke under the baseline right here. And then it also started being used as resistance. Now this price needs to jump over the baseline to be used as support again, or we're gonna keep meeting that friction. Until it breaks that baseline, I would not buy in personally. But this is just a hypothetical for some people that are itching to see if Solana is going to go higher in the near future. So hypothetically, if this was to slow down at our 50% retracement, again, we're right now bouncing off the 382, but if it was to come down to the 50, we see a price point here of $363 at the 1.272. And let me zoom in a little bit more. And then my next level here is going to be our 1.618. So this is going to be my golden zone here because those are two key levels that I always look for to take profits, and that is going to be between $363 and $431. So we're just doing a healthy retracement. I don't feel like I'm too worried about Solana. It's just cooling off a little bit because all things don't go up forever, okay? But right now, I think we're doing a healthy pullback, and then these are the next levels that I'm gonna look for to take some profit. Now, that is what I have currently on Solana. I'm going to be following this closely, so look forward for a part 3. But until then, please like, subscribe, and share, because I'm going to keep coming to you with this content. All right, see you next time. 1.